One.
It is recording. Oh joy. Hello and welcome.
Yay.
Hello and welcome to the review portion. The last map we did which was Shadow Moses Island. Yes, that's right. It's
Even
a
though
Metal
apparently
Gear.
Kyoto, it's not that island because it didn't do that thing.
Yeah, I didn't have a thing, but anyway, it's a Metal Gear Solid reference. It is well designed for being one. So let's get the review going, shall we? Since I was the one that picked this map, I'm going first. Then it's going to be Dread, and then it's going to be Kyo last. Because I said so. Anyway, number one, number of infected. I thought it was alright. I didn't see any problems with it. Um, didn't feel overwhelming. Just got annoyed at one part, but that wasn't even infected, so. Anyway, Dread, what'd you think?
Yeah, because at that point, I'll say it later. I thought it was okay. It wasn't too overwhelming or underwhelming.
Alright.
So I'll give it a full star.
Alright. And then, of course, Kyo.
Stop fapping.
Not. Hit my pen on the notepad.
So, what are you up to, Dread, then?
What?
Anyway, Kyo, what'd you think?
It was good. Quite
Kyo, are
good.
you high or something?
Stop going off topic, Dread. Let him finish his thought.
Yeah, full stuff.
Alright. Number two, length. It was an hour and a half. I give it half a star. Pretty much it. It was a, what, 5-part map?
Yeah, 5 parts.
If it's a 5-part map, we've kind of got a rule about this. It's usually maybe an hour 15 still good, but when it goes over that, it feels a bit too long. So I have to give it a half at that point. And I mean, it could be mostly because we died, but even at that, it was dumb fuck area. Because if you've messed up, you are going to die.
Or if you let the bot live, you're going to die because it's going to shoot in that one room and kill everyone.
Well, hey, it had to stay within theme. And if it didn't do that, it would not be staying within theme.
True, but that's still a dumb fuck area.
And then there was the whole
Because
gas and electricity thing.
well, here's the thought. You have the fact that if you shot it from outside of it, and you were outside, we still all died. But if you shot it from inside the elevator, you managed to live. That's bad
So
coding.
it's like, just go. I'm going to go in the. Everyone, just get in the elevator and let's just throw a pipe bomb out there.
Exactly.
That's what we did.
Well,
well, there's that.
well, you're not really. I mean, they already gave you the warning, though. And,
Yeah, they gave it the warning, but that should be reworked and thought out much better. Because that's breaking the game in a sense. Then you hit the bottom part of that same level being a problem for us too. Like, it is incredibly hard, and it's mainly because of those fucking doors. Because you get stuck there, then you're trying to get out of there, and then all of a sudden you touch the electricity and you're dead. It's fuck.
Well, you're not dead. You get knocked down, and then if you get touched again, then you die.
Yeah, and then they put poison gas there too, which I don't mind the poison gas part. It didn't hurt. The annoying part was that electricity did way too much damage.
well, actually, I
What
think
they need to
it's
do-
doing the same amount of damage it did in the actual game. So.
Yeah, I know that, but then again, this is Left 4 Dead 2, and you don't have a whole lot of space. Which, I mean, they gotta be a little bit more forgiving on that.
Yeah.
The thing about Metal Gear Solid is that I don't believe it was a first-person shooter.
I think the first one was a third-person shooter.
I think the
It's always been stealth.
it's been a stealthy game. There is no first-person part of it, so
Yeah, it's always
plays
in third person.
Splinter Cell, man.
yeah. So that's why I kind of had a problem with this one, because this isn't a first-person view. You can't accurately judge how far you're off of it. You have to look down, and you're trying to go through it fast because of the poison. It needs to be kind of reworked, make it a little bit more forgiving instead of just instant death almost half the time. And then there's also that explosion. That was the one that causes a lot of restarts. But even at that, it still affects the length of campaign because it's usually one dumb fuck mistake. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at half a star. Dread, what'd you think?
Nah, I'm just gonna agree with you. Half a star.
Right?
Kind of went a little overwinded there, so.
Yeah, that too. And then, Kyo, what do you think about the length?
I actually don't have a problem with it.
So you want to give it full, alright.
I'm gonna give it a full. It, no, didn't feel like it was sitting there for that long.
I know, I understand it doesn't feel long, but when you look at the time, it was long. And
Especially
Then
here,
because we kept dying.
it, yeah, it's just, I'm going with how I feel.
And then right at the beginning, Knight jumped off into the water and killed himself.
yeah, but I wanted to do that. I just wanted to see what would happen.
It was fun though, jumping off the 100-story building though.
We all did our own derp mistakes in there.
That was,
Dread did
I,
his in
I
Resident
had a
Evil.
choice: go down by a tank or commit suicide.
Dread did his in Resident Evil.
Yeah.
He didn't pay attention. That was his derp mistake. Anyway, moving on. Number 3, difficulty fitting. It's full. There's really no problems with the infected. There's health everywhere when you needed it. There's weapons available when you needed it, and they were spaced out. The special infecteds didn't like overpower us. Tanks didn't overpower us. The common hardly ever overpowered us. So yeah, I'll give it a full star. Dread.
Difficulty?
Yeah.
I'm giving it half a star, just because of the difficulty of the butt-fuck retarded explosion room.
It was not difficult.
It is difficult. It got to the point where we had to kill the bot in order to just get through that.
That's because bots don't do custom maps.
Yeah.
Still.
But after we killed the bot, it wasn't that difficult.
Fine, but yeah, go full star then.
Well, I'll leave it a half star because that's your feeling. Okay? If you have a problem with it, that's your decision. I'm gonna leave it at that. Kyo?
I'm gonna give it a full star.
Alright. Next one, design. It's 1 star.
Yeah, it's a star.
It stays theme. There's no change
It stays
there.
in theme, even though I've never played any Metal Gear Solid games.
And
Missing
lastly, recommendations. I would recommend this. It is fun. Annoying, but fun. So I'm going to give it full. Dread?
I guess I'll recommend it, but I was lagging pretty much the whole time.
That's not the maps. Oh.
Yeah, that's not the map's fault, dude. It's not the game's fault unless it's a server.
I'll recommend it, but I would recommend it more strongly if the people that are playing it actually have played any of the Metal Gear Solid games and actually know what the references are and everything. So I had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Well, I've never played Metal Gear Solid either, but I kind of understand what it looks like and everything, so... Anyway, Gil?
And I have played the Metal Gear Solid games, and it was a decent recreation.
Only one of the 3 of us.
Yeah, okay. Gil, would you recommend it?
Yes, this is a really good recreation. It's like, yeah, remember this room? When Otacon was like, Snake! Me change this. Wait,
Yeah.
nope, you're not a pussy with an Xbox. You have a PlayStation with Blu-ray technology. You do not have to change this. It's what he comes out and says.
Wasn't there another cutscene or wasn't there a cutscene in one of the Metal Gear Solid games where that guy pisses his pants?
Yeah. No, he has bad diarrhea through like the entire campaign of Metal Gear Solid 4.
Okay, we're getting off topic here. Overall score ratings. Dread gave it the lowest, as in 4 stars out of 5. I gave it 4.5, and well, Keo gave it the full. So it's at least 4.5 stars overall. Go ahead, play it. It works for both if you are a fan of Metal Gear Solid and if you're not. I know Kyo doesn't like the fact that it didn't have the Metal Gear Rex in it, but other than that, it did have the room.
It could have been right after that one mission when you drive Metal Gear Rex out of the base. I would go with it could have been
What
that.
they could have done was just took a giant blank wall and just put a giant picture of it there.
That wouldn't look very good though.
Yeah, that's like a spray dread.
There. It would at least be there.
Dude, they've made better versions of bosses. Keep in mind, Crash Bandicoot. It's all
And
you
you
need to know.
yell at me for referencing other maps we've played.
Yeah, well, there's some that I didn't want mentioned, and then you derped and mentioned them. Specifically, Resident Evil. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be mentioning it now. Anyway, it's a good map. Play it. If you're not a fan of Metal Gear Solid, still play it. It's worth it. It's fun. So, yeah. That's all I have to say about it. I don't know if you guys have to add anything to it.
Foxhound.
Okay, that's...
Ah!
That happened. Anyway, see you later.
Let's go get ice cream.
What?
Exactly.
I think he wants to go get ice cream.
I thought you said he wanted to go get some X-Men. Anyway,
I said ice
I'm
cream.
out. I'm out.